Hi Pisces, this is your forecast for the month of October 2017. If you have visited me before, I'd like to thank you for returning, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, or Pisces Moon. It might also be helpful for you to watch your rising and moon sign. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages with videos for love, finance, and other readings. Now, the third week, there seems to be a lull. So for some of you, maybe you got some disappointing news and now there's been a break in your income, or you are trying to figure out what to do to try to increase your income. For others of you, last week, that gave you the patience to work on something, to hammer out some details with regard to something. And now perhaps you put in a lot of hard work and maybe you want to take a break. Maybe you're resting, or you were working out the details in order to take a trip somewhere. For some of you, you've gotten some disappointing news about, the progression perhaps of some kind of illness. So this could be a week where you need to take some rest. Maybe you're recuperating from something. It could be an illness or something stressful, or you're dealing with people who are ill. Some of you may feel as if, now for some of you, there could have been a break in income because, maybe you're striking or you're quitting, or some of you are, trying to get away from something. You're going into exile. And for some of you, maybe you have news and somebody's just hanging around too long. They're an unwelcome guest. Whatever it is, you're doing a lot of thinking. You're reconsidering your position, and you're withdrawing from socializing. If last week, or the week before, you were doing a lot of socializing, this is the week where things go quiet. There's not a lot of activity. There's not a lot of communication. And so you're just simply mulling a matter over and trying to figure out where you are and what you're going to do next. For some of you, if this is a welcome break, you're just appreciating life. You're enjoying that extra income that you receive. Perhaps you're seeking some gratification. You're enjoying life. You're content because there is abundance for you. But for others of you, you're trying to hold on to something, and you feel like your security is threatened in some way. And maybe, you've been working so hard and you've reached this plateau, and now there's a lack of motivation. So you're having to regroup, with regard to situations. And there could be something, some news that you get that you're just digesting. Now, maybe this news is restoring your sense of faith in your security, or maybe it's motivating you. Especially if you feel good. Maybe you got some news that, concerning making progress, and now you're just taking that all in. And because you're good, you're just taking this welcome break. But for others of you, there are issues related to health or your financial stability, or perhaps some third-party influence in a relationship. And you've just got too many things going on, and maybe you don't know what to address first. And maybe you're taking too long. Maybe you're waiting too long, because again, that night is very slow. So you're waiting too long to deal with something because you think you're going to save it, or it's going to solve itself, or you're going to, try to breathe new life into it, but you're not dealing with the truth of a situation. This is a week where, even if you were making progress previously, or maybe perhaps it's just so slow for you, you just don't have a lot of options right now. And, maybe you're waiting on some news. You're waiting on somebody to explain to you about a situation. Maybe you're waiting on an apology and it just hasn't been forthcoming. Or maybe you're trying to figure out what you should say. Maybe it's taking you too long to tell somebody why something occurred and why you may be sorry for it. Whatever it is, this is a week where, slow and steady is fine, but waiting too long is you're gonna experience a pile up where that waiting actually complicates the situation and makes it worse.